How's it going, guys? It's me, Captain Caden. Welcome back to another video. Today, it's been a while since I've got these, but I'm finally going to be talking about the AirPods Pro. That's so satisfying, man. Yeah, I've had these for like 3 months now, and I still haven't made a review on them. And I promised to make a review like a week after I actually got those, but I didn't actually end up making one. So here I am now, finally actually doing one. I've got it all set up, and I'm gonna make it somehow stand out from all the other reviews that came out as soon as the AirPods came out themselves. So let's have an overview of the AirPods Pro. Just like normal AirPods, the AirPods Pro are Apple ecosystem friendly. No, I'm not talking about like environmental friendly. I'm talking about just general Apple ecosystem. So you know the Apple ecosystem, you got the MacBook, you've got the iPhone, AirPods of course, Apple TV, all their products, they all just work seamlessly together. That's what an ecosystem is, and the Apple ecosystem is awesome because you got AirDrop, the AirPods seamlessly connect to your iPhone. It's just all perfect. That's why they're Apple ecosystem friendly. These AirPods have a better, more comfortable fit for everyone compared to the original AirPods because of their brand new design, which I've kind of criticized in the past. I've kind of overcome it. Call me a hypocrite or anything, but I don't mind. I don't actually mind the new design in the AirPods Pro. Of course, the main feature of these AirPods are the active noise cancellation and transparency mode, which we'll come on to in a bit. The only problem with these AirPods is it has a hefty price tag, which is $249 or even $250. £250. So what's inside the box? So you start off with, of course, you got the AirPods Pro. 3 different sized earbud tips, so they fit perfectly to your size. I use small because they fit my ears perfectly small. And there's also an ear fit tip test, which you can try to figure out which buds fit your ears. And also inside the box is a USB-C to lightning cable instead of USB-A. I think it's type A, or the original, you know, the normal USB, you know what I'm on about. This time it's USB-C to lightning cable, so it's a much faster charger. Basically, that's all you need to know if you don't know much about the charger. So what's with this design? So as you can see, it is small, and you can't tell, but it is light. Very, very light. So of course it's portable and pocketable. That sounded really posh, pocketable, but you can put it in your pocket basically really easily. Supports wireless charging, so you can put it on a charging pad and it will charge. It has a satisfying snap when closing, and Apple manages to perfect this so well. Just have a little listen. It has a strong hinge mechanism, so as you can see there's this metal hinge mechanism on the back which controls that click, that snap. Got an LED indicator on the front, and on the back you've got a Bluetooth mode button which you hold down, and we'll get onto the functions in a bit. Of course, we'll get onto it. The AirPods themselves, they have a bit of a pea shooter design, as you can see. It's quite different to the original AirPods, which are more Apple-like. This is like going different. This is un-Apple-like, if you want to say that. It's a pea shooter design from Plants vs Zombies, of course. On the back you've got a black air vent outside to equalize the pressure inside of your ear canal, so it makes it feel like they're not even inside your ears when you're wearing them. And of course you've got the soft earbuds which fit into your ear perfectly, basically. So how do you use these? Well, your first option is to use that seamless Apple ecosystem friendly connection. I didn't have to say it like that. So what you can do is flick the case right open, and then if you have your phone nearby, put it next to it, and it'll pop up on your phone, and it's just like that. You just press connect. It's that easy if you have another Apple device. So what happens if you don't have an Apple device, or you have an iPhone that's a bit too old to support these new AirPods? There's Bluetooth, which I was on about earlier. So you've got the Bluetooth mode in the back, got the button, you hold that down until the LED indicator on the front starts flashing white. It'll pop up in your Bluetooth menu on your device, and then you just press connect and it'll be connected. So how about the stem controls? These are very different to the original AirPods. You usually double tap the original AirPods, and then they'll skip the song or whatever you've chose double tap to do. With these, you've got stem controls. Instead, you have a force touchpad on the stem. So what you do with these, you got one squeeze to pause and play, 2 squeezes to skip a track, 3 squeezes to play the previous track, and then you press and hold to enable and disable active noise cancellation. The press and hold feature is customizable in the settings. You can change it to activate Siri, and you can have like one side to activate Siri and then one side to activate noise cancellation. Depends on what you want to do. It's totally customizable. You can enable and disable active noise cancellation with a control center. So what you do, if you're on an iPhone 10 or above, you swipe down from the top right of your screen to go into control center. If you're on an older device, you swipe up from the bottom. I'm sure we all know this, how to get to the control center. And then you tap and hold on the sound panel. It'll open up and expand, and you'll have all your noise cancellation features at the bottom for your AirPods Pro. You choose which mode you want to be in, and that's another way of activating active noise cancellation. Checking the battery, it couldn't be any easier, to be honest. You can open Control Center, open the music platter, and then press your devices, and it'll show the AirPods battery for both combined. Or if you only have one AirPod in, it will show that the left AirPod's got this certain amount of battery. To check the case, all you do is put your AirPods back into the case and then flick it open next to your phone, and it'll pop up just like when you were setting it up. So, how does active noise cancellation work? What's the actual science behind it? So what normally happens with your ears just generally in life is different frequencies are sent into your ear via sound waves. And what happens if you invert those sound waves and frequencies, playing an inverted version of those frequencies at the same time as the normal sound waves into your ears completely cancels out all noise, creating silence. So, with AirPods external microphones, they listen to the frequencies that your ear would hear, it inverts them and then plays it into your ear all in real time and completely cancels out all the noise. When I say all the noise, it cancels out as much noise as it can, because of course these are only earphones. Headphones do a much better job of active noise cancellation. So, let's have a little simulation. What would it be like when you do this? Okay, so you just pop your AirPods in. Right now, we are in transparency mode. So, let's set the scene. So, you know, you're in whatever venue. I'm just going to edit it in. I'm doing all the editing. So, yeah, you're hearing all the background noise, everything that's around you. And then you switch over to active noise cancellation. So, you press and hold this. And then now you're in active noise cancellation. So with noise cancelling, you basically can't hear anything around you, and you're struggling to hear stuff that's around you. Turn your volume up on your music and you won't be able to hear anything, hopefully. But when you just have them in your ear, it just feels like you're a bit deaf. So I'm gonna turn on transparency mode again so I can actually hear what I'm saying. Transparency mode it's good. It has a little bit of like a hiss to it, but it still sounds pretty good. Doesn't over exaggerate anything. I'm putting those back in so I can actually talk again. Yeah, transparency mode is not the most perfect. It doesn't sound like real life as you would with your normal ears. Of course it's never going to, because that's not how microphones work. But it does a pretty good job that you'll be able to hear like your friends around you talking to you whilst you're listening to music. It'll totally do the job there. So how about the sound quality on the AirPods? How does the speakers sound? Well, there's a trend with all like the Apple products. I've seen it with the MacBooks, our iMac downstairs, which is like really old now actually. They focus more on bringing out vocals more than the bass. So vocals sound perfect. Bass is still pretty punchy and louder than the original AirPods. This is because of the seal that's created by the earbuds that are like sinking into your ear. But yeah, you get very clear vocals, and there's a very low latency / delay that comes to your ears, which is around 144 milliseconds, which is 34 milliseconds quicker than the second gen AirPods. So, overall, if you have the money and you're an audiophile who cares a lot about the features, then go for it. But if you're an average consumer just looking for earphones that are good for everyday use, you don't really have to spend £250 just on AirPods Pro, just for the Apple label. There are much better alternatives that still feature active noise cancellation. You could spend the same price or even less on headphones that have even better features. For example, there's Beats headphones that Apple sell. They're around the same price or more, or like a little bit more, or even a little less. and they still have noise cancellation. And it sounds much better because it's over ear, so it actually blocks out a lot of noise, isolating you from your surroundings. Apple always overprices their products for what they are, but it's their ecosystem that locks you into buying devices that all work so well and seamlessly together, which makes the final price. And it works very well together with all the Apple devices. But do you want to spend that much money on some earphones that are that tiny? For example, let me go get my old ones that I used to use. These are Enic-Fiers, which I got off Amazon for like 40 quid. And they're not even that bad. They did the job very well, I'd say that. They work completely fine. It's not as satisfying as AirPods, of course not. And all it does is just play music into your ear, and it feels like your ear's blocked. But they completely did the job fine. I'd be able to walk around down the street, just listen to music. Sometimes they'd fall out a little bit, but apart from that, they still did the job completely well. They do look a bit stupid. I bought AirPods because I wanted to venture out and see what's different with these things. Are they really worth the price? And I'd say they're good, but the price is just for the Apple product. It's just because it's Apple. So if you did enjoy this video, please make sure you do leave a thumbs up, leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to figure out what tech videos I can make now because I'm all spent out. I've got what I want, but of course there's a lot out there. There's a lot more tech out there that I really want to review, but you know, I can't do everything. I'm really thin on the ground on the channel at the moment. Hopefully this gets a few views. And if you want to support me, you can use code CAPK in the item shop. I changed it to CAPK. Yeah, please use CAPK in the Fortnite item shop or in the Epic Games store. Thank you for watching. I shall see you in the next video. See you soon.